Pera aí. Vai.
Ian Strawn, ele é um artista plástico americano, fez uma palestra bem relevante aqui. O trabalho dele tem muito a ver com design também e é um trabalho muito interessante. Well, at first, thank you for being here and for accepting this invitation for the interview. All right, I'd like to ask you about the design scene worldwide and the art's importance within this scene and within design at all.
I think that where fine art is where a lot of the other art feels, like web design and all that sort of stuff. Like they feed into each other. So like fine art creates a type of look, a type of style that then web design and the other design fields can feed off of, and they can take bits and pieces, and it goes the other way. A lot of artists can take their inspiration from web design. I think that we're in a time right now where there's so much interchange of ideas and knowledge and information. It's just wonderful, and it benefits everybody.
Right. The next question is about the connection between your work and the social issues, because you photograph lots of people from streets and humble people maybe, and if there is a social worry about the environment. I mean, if you care about the environment within your work, if you use it to show some issues about how people from the street live and all this stuff.
Okay. Like I said, a lot of times I don't sit down and say I have this message to share. But I think that the things that I think and the things that I believe and am concerned about come out in my work because I like my work to be truthful and honest. And so, for example, I go out in the streets and take a lot of pictures of people that are there, and that includes homeless people, and that includes the incredibly rich people, and all of that sort of thing. And I think my paintings can stand as a reminder to people who are out there. When I paint a homeless person, they recognize that. They can say, you know, that's horrible that someone is in that condition, and all that sort of thing. Like, I don't purposely go out to make that statement, but I think it comes out because those are things that I believe. I don't think that anyone should be homeless. I am concerned about the environment. I'm concerned about human beings' impact on the earth. I myself, in my studio and in my work, I try to be as low impact on the environment as possible. I use low energy bulbs, I recycle, I reuse paper, I reuse things. You know, like I rarely buy new tools. I usually buy them old and used. I do what little I can in my field.
That's very important. Well, you mentioned Jackson Pollock in your speech. And well, as we all know, he has been a great influence since the 70s and before. And I'd like to know about your influences, the works and the artists which comprehends your inspiration circle.
Oh, okay. I don't have a list that I keep in my head. I love art. I love a lot of the art that came before me. I love Pollock. I love Calder. I love Renoir and Monet. Picasso, I think, had good periods and bad periods, but he was so prolific. There's hardly anyone can say that they hate all of his work because there's so much of it out there. And in these modern days, I love Damien Hirst, and I think some of the street artists like Banksy and all of them are doing some really interesting things. So, like, I wish that I prepared something like, and so I can give everybody their due. But I also really enjoy. I think that I think a lot of people love the styles, love the products of artists, but I think that we need to also look in their lives and see, you know, what kind of people were they. I mean, like, Calder led an exemplary life, and Jackson Pollock ended up killing himself. And these are interesting, amazing people, and they're really complex, and it shows in their work. And you know, knowing those things about them makes you appreciate their work even more.
Well, at last I would like to ask you about the overcrowding of the area. About the artists are there everywhere, right? I mean, all kinds of art, but specifically in your area, is there an overcrowding of professionals, painters, or or something like that?
You know, I don't. I think right now we're in a period of time where making your artwork available is really easy. I mean, you just need a website, right? You don't need necessarily a gallery or anything like that. It can be difficult. I think that there's more opportunity for artists, and it's balanced out by the fact that there's more people that are interested in becoming artists. And so I think it just becomes a balance. And unfortunately, it means that some people aren't going to make it. But like I said tonight, just keep trying, because I mean, the difference between today and decades ago is because decades ago there's only maybe a handful of galleries, a couple hundred galleries, and today's there's 1,000. You know, there's thousands and thousands of galleries all over the world. So there's plenty of room for all of us. Yeah, I think that I think that it balances out. I hope everyone can make it, and I say come on in, jump in.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I almost forgot. For the ones who unfortunately did not watch your speech, I'd like to know if you have some words to the youth, which is that generation you mentioned. What you have to say to them? Your word.
I would say, you know, I say believe in yourself. I think that, like I said, come on in. Like, I'm not worried about overcrowding. You know, I think that there's room for everyone, and I want everyone to come in. I mean, even if in small ways, even if you can't, if for whatever reason you can't make a full career of being an artist, just enjoy art, enjoy producing it, you know, at home, enjoy, you know, going to galleries, even if you can't buy, look at it. Like, it's inspiring and beautiful, and I would definitely say to the youth of today, take advantage of the fact that there is such access to art, such access to representation, such access to getting your voice out there, and get it out there.
Well, thank you. If you have a contact to let people know how to contact you, to know your art, or some website or email.
Yeah, I have, it's www.ianstrawn.com, and my email is ian@ianstrawn.com.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
See you.
All right.